Each of the Thermocouple types has a pair of dissimilar wires joined at each end. While people commonly refer to this end as a measuring junction, it does not measure anything in reality. The purpose of the measuring junction, therefore, is to make sure that no electric potential difference is felt between the wires at a point, and that the two dissimilar wires are in place. Primarily, the work of the measuring junction is aiding in deciding the specific starting region that can help with the creation of a thermoelectric voltage. The problem, however, is that people have different lies about how the instrument operates. Some think that the measuring junction is the power source, which does the production of small voltage. However, this is a false concept. The main thermoelectric effect in the instrument will always be extended and continuous. A general distribution of thermoelectric effect takes place within the conductor of each instrument. Two fundamental aspects drive the whole process in the most effective manner. These are gradient and differences in the level of temperature through which every conductor passes. An important thing to keep in mind is that the potential difference and the electromotive force arises from the measuring junction rather than being created at that point. It is, in addition, ideal to remember that, further than the starting point, every instrument must pass through the electrical insulation process. The reason why the instrument must remain electrically insulated under all the conditions within which it operates is to realize an effective and useful output signals. If you were going to visualize any of the devices in an appropriate way, you would have to consider idealized and hypothetical application. There must be 3 different temperature zones. The hot region is the zone that experts use to measure temperature. The other region is the instrument connector or the reference junction. Now you are required to assume that the reference junction is the cooler point, and it should be uniform with an ambient temperature. The last temperature region would be a zone with temperature assumed to vary in a straightforward manner with distance. This temperature should decrease smoothly from the hotter to the cooler parts of the temperature. There is no any potential difference between the wires within the connections at the measuring junction. It is important to note that you will never realize any electromotive difference near this junction since there is no thermal gradient to generate one. There is no change in electromotive force occurring within the cool temperature zone. All the thermoelectric operations of the Thermocouple types thus take action within the region where there is a constant decrease in temperature. The reason why there is dissimilarity in wiring of the device is that every conductor has different chemicals within the wire. The difference does not have any effect on the system in general. Because of the differences, each element will respond in a different way during operation.